Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Heroes Lounge playoff weekend. We have the Rare Cup coming up here. I'm Dentro. Joining me is Samu. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Mm.
So we have a game here between Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic. On the other channel, we are going to have Quack'Amole versus Unleashed. That's going to be casted by Karis and Josh. So I'll take your pick. Maybe you see us both, but we have two excellent games coming up here. Um, these two teams are in the regular season. Facepalm Tacticians ended up fourth in Division 7, and they also won their playoff groups. That was Group B. And InPanic ended sixth in Division 6. So, 6 and 6. We only need another one. You have the number of the beast. And they ended second in their group, which was Group C. I think we actually should have a pretty good matchup here. Obviously, teams making it all this way are gonna be good, and I am excited to see what the Rare Cup has to offer. A lot of comfort picks, I'm sure. Maybe some off-meta stuff as well. I know we have map drafts underway. Samu, how's that going?
We have InPanic with the map ban first. They ban out Sky Temple and Towers of Doom, and Facepalm Tacticians banned out Brax's Holdout. We're just waiting for the second ban of theirs and the map pick from the side of InPanic.
Excellent. I've been told here by chat as well that Facepalm Tacticians have four members in their core roster, which is slightly awkward, I suppose, for a playoff here, but they have a sub named Steppenwolf, so we'll see how they can perform here. The playoff, as we're going to have here today, as well as tomorrow, it's single elimination, best of three. We're going to see one series each, and then you win or you're out. No room for mistakes here. The finals will be a best of five, and that's going to be casted later today on the main channel, of course. Something I also want to mention, we have a charity event coming up on August 8th. It is hosted by Fictional and Skylore in support of the Black Lives Matter movement as well as the Pride movement. So there are a lot more information about that in the Heroes Lounge Discord, as well as the Heroes Lounge website has some posts about that. The long story short is they're trying to raise some money, so it's going to be a for fun tournament where you can participate, throw in some money, and you're going to play a variant of ARAM, sort of, but not really. It's going to be randomized heroes within your role, but more info can be found there. So if you want to participate and look into that, it's going to be on August 8th. Fictional and Skylord will be more than happy to take any questions for that, I'm sure. So how are we looking, Samu?
In the meantime, we got InPanic picking Dragonshire as Facepalm Tacticians ban out Cursed Hollow.
I like me some Dragonshire for sure. It's a very fun map to play, I think. It's also interesting to cast, I would say. So, have you been able to look into what these teams like to do?
Looking at both teams, we have on the one side Facepalm Tacticians, of course, the Division 7 team. Their most picked hero this season is Vala, with 70% win rate even. Very strong assassin, coming back into the meta lately a little bit. And one thing for the viewers which didn't know, Dentro and myself are both offlane mains. So of course we're gonna have a look at this. And the most played offlane hero from the side of Facepalm Tacticians is the Lyric, who is providing a lot of wave clear, but not as good as a 1v1 potential as other soul laners do. So we might not see him this game, but on the other side, we got InPanic. They run a lot of Liming Anna, both are their most picked heroes on 9 picks. So a very strong combo, of course. Nano boost on Liming, giving her the cooldown reduction and the spell power, making sure she gets this easy one shot onto a target and giving her the reset. And their most played soul laner is Sonya. Very strong soul lane hero, good wave clear as well. A very possible pick on this map is, of course, because she can easily take the cruiser camp herself. So might be something to look at.
Yeah, that's a classic. I would call that a classic offlane matchup. It's been around for a long time, and it always ebbs and flows who can come out on top there. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the offlane, but the bottom lane is usually where the action happens. There, that's where the game ends. You can get double siege camp and a bruiser camp and just literally run it down the lane and hopefully get all the way to core. So powerful macro map. It's usually one where a smarter team wins, if you know what I mean. Just raw team fight power doesn't necessarily win you this map because of the 3 points of congestion there. So it's always one to cast, in my opinion.
Yeah, it reminds me when I talked the other day with a good friend of mine who's in High Master round. And when we talked about the current high esports tournament of Heroes of the Storm, and it was like the team with more former HGC players wins Dragon Share because they're better in rotation. It's exactly the same thing in Dragon Share. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many rotations going on. I personally feel it's sometimes hard to cast because there's just so much stuff going on the map all the time. At least 2 lanes is always action on this map.
Yeah, it's very true. We'll see how the teams adapt here. Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic, as we said, fighting for the Rare Cup championship as well as promotion chance as well. The winner usually gets promoted. I don't know if that's never ever like not happened. So it could be cool to rank up a bit in your play, see how you match up against the higher divisions as well. I don't know if that's necessarily a goal for all of these teams, but can be pretty cool. You get to flex a bit and say, yeah, we won the cup, now we're coming for the next one, right?
Yeah. Apparently, also the defender role and stuff is always funny to see.
Mm-hmm. So we have a bunch of players in this lobby. How are we looking? Austrian? Would that be
What?
you, Samu? Are you Austrian or am I?
Yes. Hey Nova.
Welcome, Nova. Yeah, we're just waiting here for the teams to be ready to go, having all the right people on the right sides, etc. I'm just trusting our mod and helper here to have the teams on the right side, because it would be a mess to have to change anything. But looks pretty good to me. We'll just have to wait for the draft to begin here. Should be happening anytime now. So we talked about the offlane. What kind of thing do you want to have in your 4-man, or like the bottom side of the map as it were?
Looking at those teams, as we said already, on the side of InPanic, we see a lot of Liming Anna, so this could be a very strong combo. But you also want a hero which can clear the siege camp quite fast early on.
Mm-hmm.
So Ming could do that, but she's not the best one for it. On the other side, we see a lot of Vala, so she's perfect for this. This might be pickup. We also see a lot of ETC and Tasada from the side of the Facepalm Tacticians, which are very strong heroes. ETC, of course, having his W, the peeling, very strong on the points, and also in rotations, very dangerous. And Tasada is just currently still a bit overtuned in terms of his numbers. So he also a very big threat to his opponents if he's getting picked up.
Yeah, certainly. The stacking quest on 1 can just deal so much damage in the end. It's kind of ridiculous. And if you're just standing around there in the bottom lane, you're kind of moving, positioning around the point. You want to snipe some damage in. You have great wave clear as well. It can be a very easy time to stack that up. Yeah. Camp pressure is always good, of course. I like the different stuff you can do on this map. You can do the 1-4 rotation, so you have the 4-man actually move between mid and bot. You can have a 1-1-3, you can have a 2-1-2. Like, the amount of stuff you can do on this map is really interesting. And kind of the baseline ends up being like it's someone is top lane, and then you kind of have the 4-man kind of shift up and down between the mid and bottom lane there. You can have something like a Zeratul or Valera, something that's really good at ganking the top lane if you feel like you need to give an assist there. You can play for top, you can play for bottom, you can play for there's just a lot of options, and as you say, it can be difficult to keep track of what's happening on the map all the time, but I think it's a really cool map. It's my favorite, I would say.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Also, 1-3-1 is a possibility. You can midwave and then go and get another lane to do stuff. so many possibilities on this map, which is one of the reasons why it's that interesting and that high of a skill cap compared to other maps.
Yeah, 131 kind of carried us a long time. I'm surprised I forgot about it, honestly. Like, you just have someone anchor bot lane, make sure they don't die and that they get all the XP. And as long as you do that, you're going to be great. But we have a draft coming in, so it's going to be Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic. And the round 1 here of the Rare Cup playoffs. So take it away, Samuel. What are we going to see?
We're gonna see, of course, the first first pick from the side of the Facepalm Tacticians as InPanic choose the map. So what will it be? I mean, we could see, I kind of expect to see either a Ming or an Ana ban coming out against InPanic, just because it's the most played combo.
Yeah. It's a pretty lethal duo, I would say. Very threatening for sure. Could just be generically powerful stuff like the Cassia, Tassadar. Maybe not good.
So looking through the heroes of InPanic, we also see a little bit of Genji and Orpheus, and also Rex are coming in, so those are also possibilities to ban. The Facepalm Tacticians decide to go with the safe one first and remove the Ana.
Yeah, so as the bans are coming in, we can also see the betting here up on the main screen. If you want to bet for Facepalm Tacticians, you can do that in chat. If you want to bet for InPanic, that's also possible, of course. You put in the commands there in chat and it should send those points slamming in. So make your pick. Who's going to win? Who do you cheer for? I think that's even more interesting. Who's your favorite? Who do you think is going to take it home? So Tassadar gets removed. And here we have another ban coming in very shortly. It's going to be Azul.
On the one side, we have the Division 7 team with Facepalm Tacticians. So if they make it, it's going to be impressive because, Division 7, Division 6 is always this little rivalry going on. It's going to be very interesting to see who's coming out on top. But yeah, it's just a Xul ban coming in now. Usually not played that much on this map because he's very weak in holding the point. But on the other hand, you can just take Xul and rotate mid-bottom or mid-top and make sure you have 4 people free to take the other lane.
Yeah. Just that you can double soak so well lends him to a lot of strategies. We see that Johanna here, very solid tank pick, has been for such a long time. Recently nerfed, an extra 5-second cooldown on her iron skin, which is very significant, I would say. Maybe not the toppest of tier of tanks anymore, but still very strong. Gets the wave clear done, solid engage, and pretty damn hard to kill. Cassie came out on the other side, good assassin, slightly down-tuned in numbers, and they pick up the Liming as well. Is that a deny pick here, or was that the team who actually liked it?
Yes, the InPanic picked the Liming a lot of times. It's not really a surprise to see it. Pairing it up with Cassia as well, very strong damage dealer. And the one time we already see Jaina coming in, she's not that great into Cassia because usually into Cassia you want to have stuns and roots, so she loses her armor and then she's very squishy and can be killed. But we already see another combo coming in. We see Johanna Enduin, which is seen in a lot of highlight clips where you just go light falling sword and light bomb, where you just light bomb Jaina, she's falling swording in, light bomb explodes, and then she's landing on top of them. And it is a lot of damage, a lot of CC. But on the other side, you can also play it with the Blessed Shield, and it's still a very strong combination. You just throw the Blessed Shield in, run in with your Condemn, and get the light bombs to explode on you.
Yeah.
They pair it up with the Lunara, very slow damage type coming in from her. But it's enough to kill targets in the long term.
Yeah, for sure. Having the Lunara there, you can kind of tune your support to deal with it, right? Like you can have an AoE healer kind of style where you are better at with all the pokey stuff that the Lara can do. You don't necessarily want an Uther into her, that's usually pretty bad. So we'll see what the support choice will be there for InPanic. Rhaegar removed, so he's kind of in the middle. Bloodlust is still good, but it was also recently nerfed.
Yeah, also Rhaegar has the big advantage that he can easily do the Bruiser camp or the Siege camp alone very fast compared to other supports. You don't have to put too many work of your assassins into the camps.
Yeah, solid tank in ETC there. Together with Rexar, as you mentioned, that's a really annoying offlane to play into. It's so annoying. If you have a good
Yes.
Rexar on your team, you should use that to your advantage because it's really strong on the point control maps.
Yeah, Rexus and Drench. I just field days for Rexa. I even ban Rexa sometimes as first ban on those maps in Storm League. But when I just encountered and played myself against Rexa is Deathwing actually. It's
Oh,
quite annoying. We're gonna see Malfell Thrall coming in now from the Facepalm Tacticians.
okay, so a melee assassin and an offlaner here. Or they're kind of both offlaners, I guess.
The question is, who of them is offlaning?
Yeah. Is there any world where you put them both top? Is that worth it? No, that can't be right.
I mean, I know it from my own team. We play a lot of Thrall and Malfell in the format as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it works very well. Rexa is struggling a little bit with poke if he gets poked by Thrall or Malfell, and also if Malfell or Thrall get onto Rexa, he's having some little bit of issues. This could be the plan that they're going to, having a good rotation coming in and then jumping with 2 people onto him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be. We have Stukov rounding out the draft on the other side. No cleanse, which can be kind of sketchy if you're gonna go into the Blessed Shield, as you say, or a Thrall route perhaps. Not as much CC on the other side, but no cleanse is kind of an issue for him. It's kind of his biggest downside, I would say. He has really strong healing. His kit is good outside of that, but we're gonna see what he can do here. Coming back to our main screen with our beautiful, beautiful faces as we load into this game. What do you like better here for this draft?
I personally like the idea from the side of in Facepalm Tacticians having Thrall and Malfell in, and also having Lunera for the poke and the bottom control. Really like this, but on the other side, I just feel that Rex and Cassie are very strong heroes. And I personally am a Stukov believer. I just love that hero so much. It's like my only healer I really play when I have to fill, and I also play Stukov offline sometimes. So I
Ooh,
really like Stukov, Rexa, and Cassia coming out, and also you pair it up with ETC and Limming, so you have a lot of stuns, slows, and silences, and set up for Limming in general.
yeah.
It's a really scary draft from the side of InPanic, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, InPanic drop is very good. Like I like what they can do there, but I feel like mid lane, Facepalm Tacticians has an advantage because they have like a tanky-ish hero they can put there if they need to. They go 1-1-3, and you just kind of bully whoever goes into mid lane to try to clear. Cassia doesn't do it super well. Living has some struggles. They don't. InPanic doesn't have a super good way of dealing with mid lane, I think. But let's see how it goes here. We're gonna load into the game. We have Dragonshire between Facepalm Tacticians in blue. It's Jack Sully playing the Johanna. Black Milk on Anduin. Vidra is on the Lunara. Steppenwolf on Thrall. And WS Dragon on Malthael.
And to the right side, we've got InPanic, we've got Air 4 Blank on the Limming, we got Mr. Hyde on the Stukov, Nanomi on Cassia, he's probably not getting Nano because there's no Anna today. ETC played by Marichesi, and last but not least, it's Firan on the Rexa. Very annoying here.
Yeah, so mid scrap coming on up. That UI is very big. I don't know if I can show that all the game, so we're gonna show some talents right here in the beginning, and then we're gonna have to close that. Apparently there's a new patch for Aliobs, and I don't have it, so that's a bit awkward. Anyway, here we go. Rex already sitting in top lane, while this team in red here takes a lot of damage on ETC, actually gets chunked down, but no big CC follow-up. As they're clearing out the lane, and it's gonna be Malthael top.
I believe they're gonna switch around a little bit, but on the other side we see Thrall with the Rolling Thunder on level 1. But we got a root coming in there and the slow as well. The blind onto Lunera, and she's taking a lot of damage from Cassia, but he's able to kite out. As we see the Rolling Thunder on level 1 from Thrall, this used to be played by few high tier people as well, Thrall Foreman with Rolling Thunder, because this way you can just burst down a tank with the percentage damage, especially as soon as you hit level 7 with the Ancestral Raft and level 16 with the Alpha Wolf.
ETC takes a lot of damage here in the bottom lane. They're fighting into 2 chunky tanks, and Andun is doing the camp now. Not necessarily the best hero for that, I would say. Foreman here now coming in. ETC is quite low, gets grip away. from Black Milk, Silver Wolves. Oh, they hit the Johanna here. Can they get him? Silence as well. Oh, it's pretty close here. They get the kill. Li Ming gets 2? What?
Big orb coming in there, hitting Lunara and Johanna, taking them down, and now we are still staying around here at the siege camp. His Malphite rotated down to the bottom as well, but he's leaving now. He has to go back and take some lanes. Rexel in the meanwhile taking top control.
Yeah, that was a really good engage here by InPanic. Steals the camp, gets almost a level lead here. Very good early tempo advantage for them. Silence in the middle here. Malthael almost goes down one more. No, not quite. Nonami can't confirm it, but ETC now trying to channel the point. Li Ming is dueling Johanna.
That was 2 HP, right?
I'm not sure. It was very low. It was very low.
I thought I saw it too there, and then the end when he came in. Yeah, first dragon very early on picked up by the team in red in panic here. But they probably just try to take down the mid wall.
Yeah, opens up the map a little bit for them. Very good advantage here early. And if they can get a well, that would be amazing too. We'll see where they go though. Cassius bottom, Rex is holding top. And it looks like the rest of the team is gonna rotate down now.
Adrena now getting really caught in rotation, but is able to pop the Iron Skin and walk out.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a trouble clearing this DK now. Lunara is their only range damage, so she kind of needs to be here. And Doucher jumps in. They deal some damage on the bottom wall, but DK is here. Falls. Still though, half a level lead for InPanic. And now the blue team moving up here aggressive on Johanna. Finds an ETC, but doesn't really have the team behind her here. Ando and Hodgson. Oh, Lunara stuck here. Or barely misses. The Ming tries for the kill, but can't quite do it. Very close.
So we saw the annoying thing, Druid Swiftness from Lunara, making her being at 20% faster. Made her walk out of the orb and magic missile range. Ming did not hit her. Is he getting engaged in the mid lane though? There's the root, another root coming in. He's taking a lot of damage. Jenna trying to get the body block in, but she does not. And you can see gets out of it with severe damage, but he's out.
Yeah, this is the mid control I was mentioning earlier. They have their thrall there. They can just kind of sit someone there, and it doesn't matter that much for them. They are struggling in top lane though. Rexor seems to be doing just fine here. Malthael now getting chunked out. No stun available for the bear, but Kassa now joining as well. Dealing a lot of damage here onto Malthael, while in the bottom, a Bruiser camp's picked up by Facepalm Tacticians.
Yeah, with the information that Castle is top lane, they can definitely take this one. And Rex is also working on his Bruiser camp in the top lane. He's going in with the power slide, a lot of damage on to Lunara, but he's here pretty hobbity out of any dangerous place.
Yeah, so a siege camp on one hand and Bruiser camp on the other. Bottom lane heavily pressured here by the mercenaries. Rexar gave up on his camp, maybe too low on mana there. Cassin out perhaps in risk in the middle. Johanna comes in, no mana though. And the root follow up does not connect there from Andon.
And now with Rexar back towards his camp. It's also Zap the fountain in the meantime, so get some mana back. I believe Cass is also coming to help him a little bit, yeah. There you go. Also we see from the side of Rexar, we see on level 7 taking flights, is opting more into Q builds and might even go for the attack speed on level 13. Which is very annoying for heroes like the Thrall or the Malphite because he's still easily out-trading them.
Yeah, he becomes kind of a machine gun. It's kind of funny to see just how quick his auto attacks become. Another DK here being channeled for the team in red. Thrall has to push away the Cassia while Malthael is clearing the camp here. Bottom lane is a 3v3 and it's kind of a stalemate, but the pressure is on for Facepalm Tacticians. They're gonna go for the Stukov here. Will they get him? It's very low. Poison kills him off. Lunara gets the kill here and will be able to channel it back in their favor. So suddenly the map is now swinging on the other side because of this camp Malthael took. And it's very even so far.
Team also caught up in terms of experience, the blue team. So they have now level 10 for both in, and now Opal already going very aggressive in the top lane onto the Rex. As he has Die alone, Cold Hand and Blast
Oh,
Right.
this is Cassia's gonna be falling here. Good light bomb engage with the condemn, and Cassia down. Facepalm Tacticians biting back in this game after the very awkward early camp loss there. But they're fighting back, 2-2 in kills, and the map is still very open.
In the meantime, we're in the top lane. Malfoy clearing out the way of the camp of Rexa, now trying to contest the point. He's in the need of one-wanting Misha there, but in the bottom we also see some stuff happening again.
Yeah, big orb there from Li Ming, and silence onto the Stukov. Triple condemn. Oh, the arm into the towers, very spicy, but Mr. Hyde here on Stukov gets sundered, and down he goes. Stukov now, cheeky play, but can't quite deal with all that damage. It was a 4v3. Oh, Blessed Shield on the ETC here. He's going for the kill, but he can get away. Lots of damage onto both sides there. Both teams quite low. Johanna goes into mid lane. Well, she's gonna hot store there in the triangle of death with Cassia now in mid lane. Thrall coming with the root perhaps. Oh, nice juke though. Nanomi gets away perhaps. Very close. Nice juke. Certain death would have happened otherwise. So nice little move there. Another DK now threatened by the team in red.
So the red team staring death a little bit, but now they're all back alive. They might to go for another shot. Power slide on to Thrall. There's the Valkyrie, but there's Anduin with the leap of faith, making sure his Thrall is not getting pulled in.
Yeah, so trade for trade there. Nice little move. Johanna might be an issue here, in trouble here. That's a 4-man rotation. Unstoppable's down. Uses Blessed Shield as well. Maybe not necessary, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. This is a good timing here for InPanic to take a fight. Cassia gets run down though. Takes some damage from the Lunara, and they are channeling once again. Rex are staying top while this brawl happens. And it's gonna come out on top. No Blessed Shield available. Lots of damage into Li Ming. And the Cassia here, plus the Sunder combo with Light Bomb. It's gonna be enough. ETC has to slide away. And more team fighting wins here, it seems, for Facepalm Tacticians.
In the meantime, Malfoy and Rex are just clearing mid and top line. Just swapping around there a little bit. And in the bottom, we see another engage as he's getting fucked a little bit by Lunara at the moment.
Yeah, we have a mosh pit available, but I suppose no good timing to do it. Beast of Wrath over the Boar engage there for Rexar. The Boar upgrade on 20 is really good, but perhaps he wants some extra damage into the Malthael early game.
Bestrov is really annoying in the 1v1s for the opposing side.
Oh, Lunara on the strange pathing here. ETC slide kind of misses though. Big Blessed Shield. Another Light Bomb's gonna be there. Hits 2. Nice Stukov arm. Will get him away. ETC's quite low. There's no trait available. Silence on the Thrall. A grip in. Oh, barely misses. Lunara once again. Too dodgy. And they are going in here under the fort. They have some support by their minions. And it looks like this fort is gonna fall. First structure down. It's gonna be attempted here by Facepalm Tacticians. Johanna gets pulled away so far. God, get out of here, Stukov says, but it was not enough for the... Oh, Cassia in trouble? Oh, not quite. Once again, good team fighting here coming out from Facepalm Tacticians. InPanic has had the map in their favor for a long time in this game, but it doesn't seem to really matter here in the bot line. They're kind of getting out-traded. What do you think?
I mean, we have Lunara with ton and ton of poking, so it's really tough for the red team, as we see in ETC being engaged in the mid, and there's the mosh pit coming in onto Lunara, but she's getting help out with Deep of Thundering coming in as well. Now casting a very bad spotlight bomb coming in, make it a kill for the side of the Facepalm Tacticians.
Yeah, this kind of light bomb engage follow-up has been really good this whole game. ETC falls here as well under his own towers. Thought he was safe, but that is not the case. They don't really have enough damage to deal with this. We have level 16s coming in. Oh, Alpha Wolf here for Thrall. He's really good at killing tanks right now. With the level 1 and the level 16 here, that's a lot of percentage damage.
Yeah, he picked up follow through, which would In an ideal world, it will do more damage than Sephiroth probably, especially in the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you locked on someone like the Liming or so.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some overlay issues, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna get the newest version of Aliobs in between this next game. Because the Blizzard-based UI is just too big and clunky. Blessed Shield Engage in the bottom here, and then landed Light Bomb follow-up. Cassia instantly blown up. Great play here from this 4-man. And they have the first DK to their name. Rexar is not going to be in time to convert that back, and it's going to be a mid lane push here for the team in blue.
We also see now a 1.5 of the lead already for the types of Facepalm Tacticians with all those kills coming in lately. They're now pushing in the mid lane, making sure they get the fort here and then probably switch over towards the bottom and try to open up the keep. So they can try to get the keep with the future chems. But no, they decide to go for the top line, making sure to open the map completely. So even Rex is in a lot of trouble then, as soon as someone along the lines of the Malfoy gets on him.
Yeah, his team is here to help him though. If they can chunk this DK quickly enough, maybe Thrall is actually in trouble here. Might need to walk away, but the fort will fall first. A little bit of poison damage should finish it off, and there it is. Thrall is nicely enough positioned here, and kicking away the ETC should save him. Also with no actual damage dealers there, it's kind of probably fine. 3v3 here on the top side, but there's 2 assassins coming in. Great timing here to fight for the team in red. Bear dies. I like this engage though. They're looking for Malthael. Here's gonna... Oh, nice self-cleanse. And he is actually gonna get away. Ooh, the play. Really well done here by Malthael. WS Dragon coming in clutch.
It would have been a very good fight for the red team here. Malfoy used his last rides onto Misha to secure that kill.
Oh, another Blessed Shield engage coming in. Light Bomb as well. Moshpit in the backline though. Still has Thrall in there. Will the Pillar being reset? Yes, there is. Can she clean up? Johanna's pretty low as well as Malta, which is far away. Rooted here by Stukov. Nice kill. And InPanic. Not so panicked after all, perhaps. Big 5-man team fight, and they actually pull it off as a win here. Nicely done.
Yeah, they need those team fights, and they're also now already with those 2 kills, they're now looking for value on the map in order to take away the siege camp of their opponents. Trying to get stuff done. Bottom wall is very low, so they could just easily finish that one, but decide to go for the bruiser camp. Getting this one in, pushing in with it.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them just all like commit to this fort. They might get it anyway here eventually, but there's the other play is to just take the towers, take the fort, and then you take the camp afterwards. Both are probably valid, but it's a question of time. How much do you think you have? So they're gonna get some soak, they're gonna get some extra camps, and we're gonna have a pause actually here. So let me just put us on this pretty page, and then I might have to make some into a sloth, and then I'm gonna see if I can find Aliobs. So don't mind this sweet stuff behind the curtains. Don't mind me. So sloth there, here you go. We have a nice sloth summer. And you just tell me when the game is back on, and I'm gonna try to download this as soon as I can.
Alright, in the meantime we have technical issues on the side of InPanic. So let's hope to get this one out of the way soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want this. I want this.
Also in the meantime, we can talk a little bit about talents again. We see the attack of the Hawk on level 13 as we talked about. Giving Rex 125% attack speed, which is just amazing. We also saw on Stukov the Root coming in on 13. Secured the kill onto China before.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the light bomb combos with the Johanna engage has been so good. And the lack of a cleanse or like a no, don't come at me button, I guess, has been very hard for InPanic to deal with.
Alright, looks like they're ready again.
Okay, and in that case, let us head back into the game. So that would be here, and countdown is coming in, and here we go.
I mean, fellow has to unpause. So.
Awkward. Oh. Well, while this all happens, I hope this gets sorted. The rough life of the not even the observer, but the referee.
There's the countdown coming in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lounge playoff without some technical difficulties, eh? Oop. So there we have some talents. I'll show you them while the action is a bit slower. But Maltal maybe again gets stunned this time though. Big blow up, unstoppable. Will it be enough? No, this time Cassia waits for him. Oh, a lot of damage onto Li Ming though. She might actually fall here. Stuka gives the healing off. ETC as well, quite low. Big counter engage coming in from the team in blue with Rexa running down top lane. ETC a bit far forward.
Coming in. The Nara token damage coming in. ETC and Stuka dropping very low, and there they go down. One make it to 2 for 1 in favor for the Facepalm Tacticians in the end.
Yeah. So Facepalm Tacticians once again with these team fighting wins, doing a good job here of just finding angles, finding opportunities, sometimes punishing overextensions. They've done a good job while InPanic here has been had the map in their favor for a long time. Li Ming getting run down by Johanna has to blink away. The bear here trying to scout, trying to hold some vision, but in the end unable to do anything about this camping stall. And Rexar though himself in trouble, bear stun, nicely done to get thrown off his back. And level 20, half a level away, and 2 players down, so InPanic. Maybe panic is setting in, who knows?
I mean, you can definitely defend the next train as well, as long as you don't all go down. They have very good damage against the dragon with Li Ming and Cassia.
Yeah, they buy some time their bottom. Slide onto the Johanna raw. Unstoppable is down though. Maybe this is an opportunity. Oh, the Stuka of Armor could have been cheeky to push her down into the towers again, but timing didn't quite work out. Rexar takes back top point, so the pressure is off slightly here for InPanic. They're probably going to get 20, and a fight might be brewing here. ETC doesn't lead his team on this merry journey, and another Condemn light bomb sundering combo here. They're going in. ETC with the mosh pit hits 2. I don't know where the last right went. It seemed to go on ETC. Li Ming with the resets though, gonna get... Oh, Death Mosh finds a Johanna. Li Ming running down Malta, would it be enough? No, not quite. It's close.
Cassia and look the bottom tempo. Might look in the mid lane.
Yeah. So 1 for 1, and they have map pressure again. Oh, big damage here from the Surge of Light. It's so... The talent is so absurd! What is this? Johanna in top lane as well. Yeah, go ahead.
With Banner on the run. Will she get away? No.
Oof. Yeah, level 20 Cassia is apparently too strong here. 1 on 2 in the middle. The team is coming up to help her. And DK's gonna be channeled, I assume. Yeah, there we go. No, they want someone else in.
I assume they want Rexa in, right?
Yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the correct choice. You get all your poke, you get your support, and you get your tank still, so seems about right.
Is tried to nerf Surge of Light of Cassia in the last patch, reducing its damage, but still extremely absurd.
Yeah, so where do we have it? Here.
Very interesting that the red team tries to go through the mid lane, as you usually see bottom lane, as you mentioned earlier. Because of the cabins.
Oh, so much damage into Thrall though. And great combo there. Undoing basically not ready for all the damage.
Also going down too, even though he was behind the wall, the SGG called. The Dragon Knight is working on their keep and might be looking at the core afterwards.
Yeah, they have the time. They are stuck in the middle of Dragonshire, which is kind of tight, but Maltal has a buyback here, Blessed Shield as well. They have Light Bomb available. There it goes. It's gonna hit the Li Ming. Will they be able to kill someone off? The core didn't take any actual damage. Lunara kicked away, and they have defended their core. Nicely done here by Team Tacticians. Facepalm Tacticians, sorry. I want to say Teamfight Tactics, and it's not great. Johanna again walking in. Lunara on the flank there. They have a lot of cooldowns on the other side. The Mosh Pit, the biggest one. Cassia gets chunked by Lunara. They're posing, looking for something. Oh, that's the thing they were looking for. Didn't quite connect though, and they are leaving here afterwards. Good stun onto the Johanna to stop that engage, as they are now trying to get away, and I think they have, at least for the moment. Misha might fall, animal abuse, but you know.
If Marvin would have been on it, yes, but he decided to turn around and immediately go for the Bruiser Camp on the top side to give his team the map pressure back there.
Oh, Blessed Shield misses this time. Uncharacteristic, I would say, even. Jaxel has been really good about hitting them before. So Malta is gonna turn the map in their favor on top line, but they kind of have to care about bottom here for the team in red. They can't really afford losing that fort right now, and if you can find a fight, it's maybe the time to do it. They have 4-on-5. They see Malta on top.
We condemn and Facepalm coming in as well. Fiora on the Rexa, a little bit out of position, gets punished for it. Sundering coming in as well. That's a kill. Malphal now coming in from the flank channel, slowing down the Suka.
Oh, Stukov is in big trouble. Malphal stuck on him. ETC can't really peel for him right now. That's going to be a lost right. This is going to be a mosh pit here. They have the damage dealers. Liming needs to find something. They're trying for it. Thrall's very close, but he's too tanky. Liming falls on the counter kill. Lunara is not going to die here from this Cassia. Instead, she just hippity hops away. Down she goes. 5-0 here as team Facepalm Tacticians with a very solid team fight there in the end. It's gonna kill off this keep and they're gonna go on core. It's gonna be a Rexar defense solo, and this core is powerful, but I don't know if it's powerful enough. It's gonna be close.
I don't think so. I think they're able to end the game here.
Yeah, they certainly need to end the game. Lunara is kind of low, Thrall is tanky though, and they have a lot of damage.
It is damage.
Rexar, what can you do? Come on, let's see this Misha value.
Oh, light bulb coming in, and
no.
Rexar.
Aye. Well, yeah. Good attempt.
KDA. Facepalm Tacticians win the first map.
Yeah, well played by them. Super well done. Very strong team fighting and engagement from them overall. I like the macro play by InPanic, but it couldn't quite get them there the whole way. They struggled a bit too much in their 4-man, comparatively speaking. But still a very good good first game of the day, I have to say. Very enjoyable.
Very well done for both teams, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like the earlier wait from the side of InPanic with their strong heroes really made it look promising on their side. But then in the end, just Lunara poke in the bottom was enough to drop down the HP from most of team InPanic.
Yeah.
And really made them panic and get the kills in, and make the team fights good for them.
Yeah, super well done. Just so we don't have a bunch of dead air, I'm gonna put this on the break screen for like a couple of minutes while I fix this overlay issue, because I would like to have the talents up more often, but I haven't been able to. So we're gonna put this on the break screen. I'm gonna fix the all the numbers so that we have an actual score that's correct. That should be in this. Hopefully we have an update there. Yeah, we do. Excellent. So we're going to go on the break screen. We'll be right back, and stay tuned. We'll be back in any moment with a new map. So thank you all for the patience. Hello and welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. We have Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic, and we had a very good game, I would say, on Dragonshire, with Facepalm Tacticians coming out on top after some solid team fighting performances. Really good use of Light Bomb and the Johanna Engage. And yeah, super solid play. I wonder whether InPanic will be going for the first pick or the map, seeing as how they chose this macro focused one, and they were doing really well on the macro, but could never quite do enough with it.
Panic chose the first pick,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had Facepalm Tacticians picking Infernal Shrines.
All right.
This leaves us for the possible third map open with only Battlefield, Volskaya, and Ultra, and Tomb Spider Queen.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's gonna be an interesting one then. I have a lobby coming up. So if you want first pick, do you hope to get your Li Ming again? Do you hope to get your Ana again, maybe? For InPanic here?
Yeah, I believe it's mainly this. Could also have been the choice of trying to go for Cassia again or Tassadar.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of its Infernal Shrines, and I personally don't like Liming that much on this map because they're usually the Shrine minions, which are blocking the fights on the Shrine. So you have to really choose your engages and choose your fights to not be on the usual point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her clear isn't the best for the shrine out of all the mages, and like you say, all of her skill shots gets blocked by all the little monsters in there. So maybe not the best choice, but Atazar could be very strong. Same for Cassia, I would say. And like Nano Archon, that sounds pretty good. You can play Nano Black Hole if you get the Ana still, so it could be some pretty spicy stuff. Speaking of offlaners, both Sonya and Leoric, I would say, are quite good on this map. They both clear the shrine alone without any issue, and they offer very good team fight oomph, I would say. If you entomb one of the chokes on one of the shrine points, like it's kind of a free setup for your team, so it can be pretty spicy. We'll see what they opt for here. But I like what I've seen so far from these teams. If you think this has been super boring and not at all your speed, which I don't possibly see how that could happen, but we have another game going on as well. It's Quack'Amole versus Unleashed on Channel 1 for Heroes Lounge. It's casted by Karis and Josh. And coming up next on this channel after this one, we have a best of 3, so we're going to see 1 or 2 more maps, that's for sure. Coming up next, we have Fyrrum and Are versus Britwing. 2 excellent names, I think. So for Rum and Glory, I think is the translation there, and Britwing is just a great pun. So with some
for
nice
Rum and Glory it is.
Yeah. So some good stuff coming up next. And we also have the charity event on August 8th. It's in support of the Black Lives Matter movement as well as the Pride movement. So we have Fictional together with Skylore, who will be organizing and hosting that. It's a tournament for fun where you can sign up with the team. You pay a small entry fee to give to the charities, and then it's going to be just a tournament where you get semi-randomized heroes. The full details can be found on either the Heroes Lounge Discord and the announcements there, or on the Heroes Lounge website, where there's a write-up about that as well. So both of them will be able to answer you any questions. I hope to see as many as possible participate, of course. I think it's for a very good cause, a very good couple of causes.
We do not only have the charity tournament coming in, the charity stream, we also have tomorrow the Epic Cup playoffs with Division 4 and 5. And then next weekend, the Legendary Mythic Cup playoffs with the Divisions 2, 3, and 1 going at it. Mm-hmm. So make sure you check those out as well. So we got every week you covered with some beautiful Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, the playoffs are upon us. I love it. It's always a good time. Yeah, signing up as an individual would have been very nice. I am personally not sure why that constraint, like why that is a constraint. You need a team. I guess the hope is that you can just find enough people who want to do this, and even if you just want to support, you can always, of course, donate some anyway. That would be very much appreciated, obviously. Um, Maybe you can just find some people who want to play some weird Heroes of the Storm games for a good cause and have some fun on a Saturday there. So um, it's going to be a good time. We have our draft coming up soon, I believe. The teams seem to be full in this lobby. Maybe we're waiting for someone. What's up?
It looks like both teams ready as well.
Well,
So I'm not sure. What are we
mm,
waiting for?
maybe we need to
sorry.
poke Fallop again.
Multiple asleep, Luke.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are starting now into map number 2 of this best of 3 series, Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, we have Facepalm Tacticians up 1-0 against InPanic here in this best of 3. InPanic need to get 2 wins and to continue in this playoff. Single elimination for the bracket and the finals, which is best of 5. And then you get a bunch of bragging rights. You get some trophies, which is pretty cool, I would say. Tesla removed, so we're not going to see any nano boost Archon, although that seems pretty OP. So maybe they just, out of respect for the game itself, they just, no, we can't have that. It's too good.
I mean, one thing I saw a lot of people saying in Storm League was that they don't like Tesla with nano boost because when you go Archon, you want to auto attack anyways, so you don't want to press your buttons.
That is fair. I mean, then you just play Black Hole instead then. It's fine. No comments?
Black Hole. I mean, I believe there are some niche situations for Black Hole, but generally Archon is better.
Yeah. That
But
seems right.
You could pair a Black Hole together with, let's say, an Entomb, for example. That would work. Always, we have the next bans coming out already with the Facepalm Tacticians removing the Anna again as the first ban, and InPanic removing Imperius.
Yeah, the Imperius ban is consistent from last game. I think they banned Tassador as well, so bans seems to be sticking the same so far. That would put Johanna as the first pick for InPanic, but I'm not sure whether that'll be the case. No, maybe there's gonna be a Soul. Oh, so they banned Soul, right? Anyway, the Soul is available. It's pretty strong. You can pick up Cassia for yourself. You're gonna be for Andu in here. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a denier pick from the South InPanic against Facepalm Tacticians. We saw it in the last game. They picked up the end in themselves, the Facepalm Tacticians. And also, when we look at their statistics, it's their second most played hero.
Okay.
It's a really comfort pick for them. And also, the chat said it before, we should not underestimate them. And we saw it with Lightbomb. Really showed that the team is working very well together around with Lightbomb.
Yeah. I may pick up here together with Lunara. So Lunara we saw, great value last game. What do you make of May so far?
I think with May, it's that Avalanche is banned right now in the Heroes launch. And I feel like Avalanche is one of her biggest playmaking potentials. But her base skin in general is also already very strong. And now also with level 20 talent being allowed because it has been fixed, I feel like she's good enough. Also, like the ice wall is very, very strong. So you're never allowed to underestimate it.
Yeah. So betting is going on, as you can see in chat there. So if you think Facepalm Tacticians will pull this out in a 2-0, or you think InPanic will make the comeback, make your bets. As we have the second bans coming in. It's going to be Cassia removed. She was pretty strong last game. Deals a lot of damage still. Valkyrie confirmed some kills as well. So Nanami will have to find another target there. As InPanic is going to make a ban happen. Maybe a Leoric ban. They did ban it last time.
Yeah.
Pretty good on the map. Okay, so Soul gets removed instead. Kind of the same idea. You would deny a double soaker. Sul has slightly more damage, like AoE damage overall for a team, but Leoric has other very significant perks, most notably, in my opinion, the Wraith Walk level 13-16 upgrade combo. Very strong. Oh, speaking of, Leoric is going to be picked up here.
Yeah. Pair with Gul'dan, it's a very interesting one because Gul'dan has a lot of damage over time, same as Lunera, so you really need Mei and Lyric to lock targets down after them being poked very low. Also, Lyric and Mei are very strong tanks, which you usually don't want to engage.
Spicy. I was just gonna say, they don't have a lot of CC on the side of Facepalm Tacticians, and I think they capitalize immediately here from InPanic. Kerrigan and Sonya, your best...
Oh!
Okay.
The right-wing last pick coming in now for the side of Facepalm Tacticians.
Wow, okay, so...
I like it. I have to say I like it. Because if Kerrigan or
Yeah.
Sonya just try to jump in, you polymorph them and you kill them, and if they dive
Yeah,
behind
but...
you just Emerald wind them away from their team and punish them for that.
So, like, I see what you're saying, but they don't kill someone quickly with their team. How do you quickly kill a Kerrigan or a Sonya, or an ETC for that matter, with what they have? I think InPanic has a very good draft here against what they're up to.
Really tough game.
Yeah.
But I'm a right-wing believer. I'm gonna bet for A. I'm sorry.
So, like, I like the lineup they had, but I was seeing, like, they were liking CC, and the last two picks are so good at punishing that for InPanic. So I'm gonna have to go for InPanic here. If they can, like, have some shrine control, then just stun people to death, I think they have a good chance. They need to have some, like, quicker fights, because if they just stand around over time, they're gonna get poked down, but Sonya, ETC, Kerrigan, you know, they have engage tools.
When we look objectively on it, of course, we see Kerrigan and Sonya on the side of InPanic. They're both very strong heroes in front of shrine, just because they are such a dominant position on the shrine. Sonya with the self-healing from more minions, and Kerrigan with the shielding she gets. Also, we have Kalphos who can just spread some bombs around the minions. And comparing them with an ETC and an Anduin with enough CC to just kill a target, it's a really scary combo.
Yeah, it's a scary combo indeed. And here we have the InPanic in red. It's Firan on ETC, Nanomi on Kerrigan, Reblanc on the Keltas, Marjesi is on Sonya, Mr. Hyde on Anduin.
And on the other side, we've got the Facepalm Tacticians. We got Jack Sully on the Mei, WS the Dragon on Gul'dan, Black Milk on the Brightwing, Steppenwolf on Lyric, and last but not least, it's Vitra on Bambi, aka Lunera.
Yeah. So we have a nice, pleasant Aliobs UI here. So we had that fixed. It doesn't take nearly as much space as the base one. And nice little bush check here from the Mei. ETC claims the bush afterwards, as he should, because they have a really aggressive comp here. See what they can do with it. ETC gets stunned off. And a little bit of poke here from Gul'dan. Gets 2 stacks on his quest. But you can see how far back they're playing. Mei is behind the Gul'dan here. And they just kind of have to see this, despite having very good wave clear. They can't really step up to do anything about it.
They're already down towards the bottom. In the meantime, we saw in the mid lane a little bit of engage, but Jack Sully on the Mei is fine. Nara clearing the bottom wave in the meantime. Should go now. Yeah, she should be fine.
Yeah. She has to give up 3 minions worth of XP there, which is not very nice though. Big engagement from Mei.
A little bit messed up her knockback there with her Blizzard. As she would have gotten the double stun.
Yeah, look at the health bars though. The poke damage from the team in blue here is really hurting this Anduin, for example. And if this rotation keeps up like this, and InPanic doesn't find some pickoffs, it's gonna be a real struggle for them, I think. Anduin will over time heal them back up, but Brightwing here just... They don't give a crap about any poke damage. They need to kill them from 100% to 0, and if you have your cooldowns, it's gonna be hard to do that on the other side. Yeah. The top lane matchup is tap and tap done, so Sonya tapped later, which should be good for her. And they're now clearing out the lane there. Camping taken in the bottom, will it be quickly enough? Oh, ETC is gonna be on the point. Oh, good invade here.
I'm getting stunted by Kerrigan. There's the root as well, but there's the phase shift from Brightwing coming in, making sure Gul'dan is staying alive.
Yeah, they get him out. Nicely done. It was an auto attack away, I think. That's like the margin of error it felt like. But a good invade here by the aggressive team in red. They need to be aggressive like this, so I'm happy to see that they were able to pull it off.
It was interesting in the first place that the blue team with Facepalm Tacticians tried to go for the camp, as they have the weaker combo. Wait, another combo on cooldown, and he's getting punished for it this time, as Brightwing has no phase shift up yet. Because
Yeah.
it has some cooldown even with the level 1 talent, which reduces the cooldown is for every enemy minion dying by 1.5 seconds.
Yep. Also, you can now actually dive towers again. You couldn't for a while there, but they just go on the towers, they don't give a damn. And InPanic picks up the first kill of the game here and claim the first couple of shrine minions here. They have 10, and both teams now moving in for the fight.
We already see Kerrigan on the shrine starting to build up her shield slowly, making her very tanky.
Yeah. They were actually gonna have the Heartstone, so their team is gonna be low on people for a while. Big damage into the Mei here. Brightwing comes in. Bit of a target focus issue here. They didn't really know how to go for, but they have a lot of minions still. Mei goes in, finds a need to see Leoric onto the Sonya again. They won't give up on that duel. Eat is now onto the Leoric. Goes pretty low. No auto attack damage to finish him off though.
He's getting out for now.
Yeah.
Also using level 1 active Osin Renewal. Now Sonya taking a lot of damage, but in the end was taken by InPanic. Combo onto Brightwing in the back depth as Kerrigan tries to go in, but she has to retreat. No, Punisher jump onto Mei, but she has her ice block ready. She's able to tank it a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed like a focus fire issue for InPanic here. They have a really good CC team, but like it's a one-on-one and a one-on-one and a one-on-one and a one-on-one. If you use all the stuff on the same player, you're gonna be a lot more likely to kill anything off. But still, they get the first Punisher, they get a bit of a damage here on the wall. Not that big of an advantage, honestly, but still, it's a good, very good mental kind of boost here. Being able to say, yeah, we can fight them, it's good. You know, like, the mental game is also very important in a series like this when you have something on the line.
Yeah, also we also saw slowly but surely the blue team Facepalm Tacticians, their poke damage was slowly coming in. But they clearly need later levels in the game as well to get even more of those poke damage in and make sure their opponent's dropping low and dangerously low, so they have to run away.
Yeah, very true. Sonya versus Leoric, seems like Sonya is winning that one for the moment. Really high sustain build from her with double whirlwind and the war paint. With almost no CC, I would have done the same, so really good talent jumps from her.
Especially on the shrine, you get tons of healing from
Yeah.
the level from Life Hunter.
So both friendly camps taken there, and the blue team were able to pick up the one in the bottom. ETC takes some damage, and they go for the Mei here, big combo damage, but Brightwing is there with the healing, and they can't really kill her through her trait there. And as you say, the poke. Oh, the poke. Kelta's already finished the one attack, was really good. It uses the shield there to help against the Gul'dan. And they're getting pushed in here by this big poke and minion wave.
They go down now with the level 7 bound by Shadow, being able to throw out even more corruptions instead of opting into the spell power. It's going to be really annoying in terms of damage over time.
Oh, Lunara and the Mei here looking for Sonya. Gets their initial slow. Lunara's now looking for more. They have people here helping out.
Coming in,
get him out.
as well, Power Slide coming in, goodbye Lunara as she's getting taken down. Mei able to drop the ice block and get her 50 spell armor from the level 4 and is able to get out.
Yeah, good punish here. Trying a bit too hard to kill off the Sonya. It's a very tempting target. She's kind of alone in mid lane, but the whole rotation of InPanic coming in there, and Lunara gets killed off. She has the Thornwood Wine. I would have expected Leap just to say, nope, I don't want to be here anymore whenever Kerrigan comes at your face. But perhaps she wants to stay so far away that it will never happen. We'll see how if that's gonna stay true or not. Both Shama camps here picked up in the top, and Sonya is kind of chilling while Leoric has to go back.
Talking about sending away far, she really has to send away very far, because we see on the side of Sonya we see leaps. So you can even light bomb Sonya and she leaps in.
Ooh, that one's spicy, I like it. ETC and May butt heads there in the bush over Vision. And the map is just even here. Big team fight coming in as... Well, potential team fight coming in as they're taking a lot of space here on the shrine. Team in red claiming their position. Goes for the Gul'dan. There we go, it's gonna be close. There, down he goes. Good combo follow up here. And the wall of ice from May not enough to peel afterwards, and he can't really do anything with the counter engage. So good pick up here. Gul'dan goes deep. Tries to polymorph. Tries to mosh pit against polymorph. That's a full cooldown. Black Milk with a good interrupt.
Very good, well done there by Black Milk on the right wing, making sure to keep the polymorph for the, and not to use it early, to only put it on short cooldown. Sonya in the meantime already looking for a flank, but this one is being defended by Leoric. But anyways, the Punisher not taken by the red team.
Yeah.
And Leoric in a little bit of trouble now, as he has to use his Brave Walk to get out of any danger. So in the bottom we see the bait over the wall, but Vitro getting comboed by Kerrigan and being able, is getting focused down and kills it in the end as well.
Yeah, good follow-up on there on the Punisher. They're a team who are really good at following that, honestly. Sonya has to deal with this huge push top, while the Punisher now takes out the fort. They're hopefully, obviously they want to get some more nice initial stun by Keltas. And will he go down? They use a lot of cooldowns to try to save him, and it's not enough. Gul'dan goes down here after initial stun from Keltas. Very well done.
Phase shifts a little bit too late there. Was barely able to come in with the healing right with it is.
Yeah.
Early on, falling back there from the red team. They decide to take the siege camp and they don't want to go for the keep wall there.
Yeah, someone's hammering in my house. You're gonna have to carry the casting here for a while. I'll be back whenever I think I can. Unlucky. So I'm gonna mute whenever that happens. We have some nice extra audio coming in.
Anyway, in the meantime, we have the red team InPanic now trying to paint the map red as they're taking the bottom camp and now also looking at the siege camp on their own side. Up all camps, looking at bruiser camps both on 1 minute cooldown. In top lane now Leoric is starting to get the advantage over Sonya slowly.
It seems I'm okay, but as soon as I'm gonna say that, I'm sure it'll start up again. Yeah, InPanic here, moving into the bottom lane, claiming some space. Tries to go for the Lunara, but barely misses. ETC not quite quick enough for the jukey little deer. Yeah, Sonya getting kind of bullied there. Had to clear a wave as well as tank all of Leoric's stuff. But she's gonna be fine, she'll heal up. And more just aggressive positioning here from the team in red. I like what they're doing. They're using... Oh, Leoric's coming in here. They're trying for the ice wall and then a tomb. What can they do here? Nice grip away. ETC is kind of deep right now. Sonya's coming in as well. I expect a leap, but no, they're not gonna go for it. They used a fair as well. Is there gonna be a counter engage? What's gonna happen here? They're just kind of sticking around. Emerald Wind as well. Surely now they go. They used everything. Mosh pit.
Mosh pit coming in now, but they're put off. No, it's not pop. Light bomb coming in. So is the leave and goodbye Gul'dan. Make it 2. No, Bradwin coming out for now. And Jack Sully on the May on the run is gets teleport from Brightwing. The ice block is up soon again, but yeah, Brightwing after teleporting she doesn't have any mobility, so Kerrigan is trying to chase her down. Brightwing is going to fall. Jack Sully now in a lot of trouble as well. There is the ice slide.
Oh, nice
Good
combo.
from Sarah. And she's on the run. Will she get out? Oh, dodging the power slide, but it's not enough. If she falls as well, 3 for nothing in favor for InPanic.
Yeah, and
but
it's
already respawned.
yeah, it's not like they kill 3 people, but they do it over such a long span of time that they they chain so many deaths here. Like 20 seconds on the Nara is really big. They can like do both camps here if they would like, perhaps. Oh, Leoric with the Spectral Leech, not going for the E talent here. Wants to be more tanky, I suppose. Although there are other ways to achieve the same goal. Technically it is the highest damage output you get out of him, I believe, but I'm a fan of the other choices overall.
It's really tough decision always, but anyways, we have the next camp, shrine coming up in the mid lane here. It's gonna be a Mortar Punisher one. The red team are in a very good position. Blue team still working on the Bruiser camp.
Yeah, May using your kit to poke, not necessarily the best choice here, but you gotta have some vision of what's going on. And the rest of the team is just, yeah, they're just gonna give this up, it looks like. They're taking another camp, Lyric's clearing up top. They're gonna try to get 16 and defend.
May pressing the buttons there.
Yeah, yeah, she's not gonna be dying, but also it doesn't do very much either, right? She spent a big heroic there to get away for safety. It buys some time, you have some vision.
In the meantime, the blue team took the bottom siege camp, so they get a little bit of pressure in there.
Yeah.
The red team immediately decide to go and don't push with the Punisher.
Yeah, a bit of indecision here. Yeah, they want to clean out the camp, they have to get Sonya top, so they actually have a lot of time to clear out this middle Punisher now for the team in blue, so their move to just ignore the shrine and do other stuff, I think it turned out well for them overall, I would say. They might still lose this fort, but it could have been a lot worse. Leoric now takes a lot of damage. Maybe they go for him again? No, not quite. I could have seen a leap. It would have been very spicy, but maybe it's better to follow for later. Every cooldown is available here basically now. Carrying in on the wall. Combo is not gonna connect. And another wall. ETC stuck there. A lot of damage. And Mr. Hyde unable to get him out. Grip perhaps down. Kelta's now in trouble as well. There it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, they are gonna get out there. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Oh, Kerrigan with the combo is gonna be enough. Ah, close. Keltas. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Oh, a very close one.
Finish him off.
Yeah, the snowball of spite. Yeah, they're able to isolate the ETC there in the initial entomb, and not quite there with the saving tools. Great entomb and great follow-up with the Horrify. Kills off the tank, and they now have some time here to maybe make something else happen. But again, they're being pushed away with this really aggressive Kerrigan play. Unable to kind of deal with her. She just kind of gets to jump and try stuff, and it's hard to punish whether it works or not. She's isolated here though. Gets booped. And again, walks away.
Looking at talents, by the way, in the meantime, we see Mithril Mace as the follow-up onto Spectral Leech for Lyric, so opting more into an auto attack build, making sure he wins the 1-1 against Sonya. Also get some very good wave clear along with his auto attacks, and does not always have to use his Q for the wave clear.
It is true, it's true. It's a very nice dueling potential, like the auto attack on a chunky target will always help. But I think this is going to come down to a fit team fight. We have in the bottom, it's going to be a shrine spawning. Not sure what color yet, usually you get to know eventually, but both teams are just kind of chilling around, doing their thing.
One. Gonna be a frozen one, by the way. Frozen Punisher.
Oh, right, because we had one already. Yeah, makes sense. So level 20 is what they're waiting for here. Sonya maybe needs to be a bit careful here. There's a lot of people coming your way. Alright, she's gonna be fine, but it will take this fort for Facepalm Tacticians, which is a really nice move. Just kinda get that out of there, get some pushing going their way. And a little bit of trickle XP, so it should help them close into 20 as well. Although, not quite yet, I would say. Level 20 is picked up. Double grip. Death metal again. We have bolt for Kerrigan, ignore pain, and master of flame. So infinite living bomb. That might be a spicy one. Although they have a team that kind of wants to stay far away anyway. With their 20s, and InPanic is going to climb the shrine. And I wonder if they're going to get 20 on time to contest this at all. Or if they will have to go in with level 19. It's going to be close. Team in blue here moving up. May is looking. Leorix clearing mid still. They wanted 20. They're going to be really far behind. That's almost 30 skulls so far. 27. 20 on both sides. They have their heroics. Ice wall misses. Can't quite do it. Sonya here now in the middle of the team. They go for ETC.
Get some.
Nice grip. They get the Punisher. And that's kind of it. They use kind of a cooldown each. And now it's going to be a Punisher push. Very tense right now. Going for the May. Ooh, that's so much damage from Lenora.
If they keep on poking with this now and just bait the Punisher over with the May, or bait it over with May and not with Lenora this time maybe, it could really try to get stuff done.
Yeah. Blind hits a lot of people there. That's an ice block very early from May actually. Not sure if she wanted to use that.
It's the current reaction on level 4, right? So she has only 30 seconds to do that.
Yes, this is true. Keltas takes a lot of damage. They're very passive, I would say, right now. They're going for the fort, but the Punisher's very low. Dangerous position here, Keltas. It's gonna be stunned. Horrify onto the ETC. Another leap there into the backline, goes for Lunara. Brightwing with the healing. And there's ETC, and again they get the keep. This be a turn. It's stunned there into from ETC. Kind of stuck. And Tomb barely misses. Mosh pit. Solo here. Another one gets the Lyric. Kerrigan though. Looking for more. So many jumps onto the Brightwing. May in the backline kind of smirking. They want to get a target there. They killed one. They traded one for one. Oh, light bomb. 2. Brightwing down. Lyric gonna go down as well here, I think. Oh, the healing from W. It's gonna be enough. No, not quite. Kerrigan just popping off here. Jukes the little stun thingy here. And will she get them all? Oh my god. Yes, she does.
It is P-E-S. Is it? Should be. As the red team is working on the core. We will go into a first map.
Yeah, well played here with a very aggressive draft from InPanic. It's going to be 1-1 after a solid game on Infernal Shrines. 2 kills to 13. I think that's pretty telling of this map. Very well done by them. And there we have it. We're going to see a game 3 here. Pretty even matchup in these teams, I would say. Very even, yeah. Yeah, very even. The aggressive comp of InPanic was able to pull it off, and I like what they were doing with it. They kind of positioned on the shrines. They just sat there and like had a death grip on it, and it was really tough for Facepalm Tacticians to actually do anything about it, right? They have a hard time pushing in, and if you do, like, so let's say that your tank goes in and Leoric goes in, your whole backline is exposed, and then you have a solo Brightwing to try to deal with a Sonya and a Kerrigan and an ETC. That's kind of tough. So I think it was a nice draft, like, no joke. I think it's a very good draft choice, the last 2 picks in particular from InPanic, which I'm really happy to see. Like, people can play smart. Even in these lower divisions, and like if you get this far, I think it's because you have good skill, you have good game knowledge, and you have some idea of what's like some matchups, like what you want to do, what you're comfortable on. So it's really fun to see a team be able to pull this off, and like a Kerrigan game is always spicy, right? It's a good time.
have now Facepalm Tacticians with choice between going for map pick or the first pick. I assume they're gonna go for the first pick, as most teams do that.
Yeah.
See, I mean, from the map still left them, we've got Battlefield, we've got Volskaya, Artrak, and Tomb. It's gonna be interesting in which one it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. So if you're Facepalm Tacticians, do you care if you like what map you get taken to, or are you okay just playing anything? They had a good team fighting comp early, but they weren't able to pick up their Johanna or their Anduin this time. They kind of fell apart a bit. It was their map pick here, so I'm just kind of trying to judge what they are gonna do. It seems we have a map which looks like Alterac.
Yeah.
So who? What happened there?
Facepalm Tacticians choose map pick and not first pick, and they go for Artrak Pass. Artrak Pass is really one of my favorite maps. I really love to see this map because you can do so many fun things on this map. You can, for example, just put a Ceratul offlane or stuff like that, because you anyways have kind of two solo laners, because you don't want to really form in a lane. You
Yeah.
really have double so. It's a really fun thing, and also like the camp. The main thing you have to make sure is that you can do the camp on cooldown. If that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. Like doing the camp, it usually ends up being that you have one of your offlaners is just in, like, there's the offlane, and then you have like the weird double ranged assassin offlane on the other side, kinda, or it's like a melee assassin and something. It ends up being like a weird other offlane because you usually have the 3-man mid, and then you send 2 of them to do the camp. You can also obviously do way more rotation stuff in the early game. You have something that clears well in mid, and then you can go like, you take most of your team top, you try to gank there, and so on, right? You have some rotational plays you can make. You don't necessarily need a double offlane. Like, you don't need a Dehaka and a Leoric, right? That's not... I don't think that would be a good draft necessarily. But you need something that can kind of hold a lane and do something about it. You saw something funny, I believe.
Yeah, say some I made of copper and tellurium because you're cute. Thanks, man, but no, I'm not, or at least I'm not aware of it.
Maybe there are some trace elements of those. I'm not sure. But that is very funny. So complimenting the casters, good stuff. Always nice. So drafts are probably coming in soonish here, I believe. It looks like we have most teams ready. Oh, I need to update the score, don't I? Because that would be unfair not to. So 1-1 here with Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic. Alterac is going to be our next map. While that's happening, we have Quack'em versus Unleashed. Maybe that has ended, I'm not sure.
No, they're going into a third map as well.
Excellent. Excellent. So Karius and Josh are going to cast that. It's going to be a exciting series as well, I'm sure, because it got to 3 games. That usually means it's going to be good. Coming up next on this channel, we have Fyrum und Are versus Britwing. My German pronunciation is great, I'm sure. For Rum and Gloria, in any case. And then coming up next for Josh and Karius, it's going to be Just Cause versus Beehive on the channel 1 there. They're also asking
it's
where you got that.
Very interesting games we have on our hands.
Yeah, for sure. They also asked where you got that shirt, and it is a very nice shirt. I'm kind of jealous. It's very colorful.
I got it for Christmas from my parents,
nice.
I don't know where they got it from, but it's a really cool one, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get some more chemistry here. I like it. I'm not sure what the punchline is because I don't know that. Oh, what's it called? The table of elements. I'm sure it has a more technical name than that. So.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
Just as I deserve.
We have a sub of some kind. So thank you very much for that. I was almost deafened by this announcer noise, but don't worry about it. Oh, it's not Glower, it's for Rum and Honor. Right, for Rum and Honor is what it's called. My bad. As I said, my Germany is very good. Not apparently my English is struggling now as well. Anyway, we have a game 3 here on Alterac. Take it away, Josh. Samus. God damn it! I'm done. Go ahead. What's happening?
Well, do you know chemists call chemists call helium. Why is it always going down? Oh, okay, helium, curium, and barium, the medical elements. Because if you can't heal or you. Okay. Anyways, we go to game number 3. As Ultrac Pass, we have the red team with side of InPanic with the first pick and ban.
Oof. I'm overheating here already after 2 maps. It's gonna be a doozy when we go into our second game here. Tassadar removed from InPanic. Facepalm Tacticians has pretty consistently been banning Ana, so I kind of think that's gonna happen still. Apparently, I don't get the wordplay here for Fyrum und Are, so I guess I'm just wrong straight up, which is fine. I'm just a Swedish pleb who didn't take German in school, so it's all good.
It's okay because it's a very, very interesting wordplay they do there. Because you use era for making alcoholic things. So Roman era is just making it for alcohol in theory. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. I see. Yeah, I'll remember again once again. I'm being distracted here by Twitch chat, which is maybe not the best trait of a caster. Imperius removed once again. They really don't want to play against him. Sentimate I share. I think he's very one-dimensional, and I don't like the one dimension he has. So that's. But I digress.
As a solo man myself, I don't play that much Imperius because I don't like his inability to do any macro in any way or form.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Johanna removed once again. Last time that happened, they did pick the Unduin, and they will do it again here. Another deny pick for InPanic here. So they opted for the Mei last time. They're gonna go for ETC here instead. A bit more straightforward tank, I suppose. The chilliness and the slows and the blinds and the stuff and the kit and the what's it. Mei has a lot of stuff, but ETC is a very solid tank here. They're gonna go with the Vala as well, which was one of their favorites, I believe.
Yeah, the most played hero it is in the end, and also like again the denial pick of Anduin from the side of InPanic. They try and get me. They again pick up their Liming with this now. I mean, she's very strong against Vala. If you get any CC onto her, you can easily one-shot her. Hit her before 13, and if she does not go for the spell armor.
Yeah. Gonna pick up Murden here as a tank. I'm always so unsure what to think about him. He either seems absurd and you can't kill him, or he dies like a wet noodle, like you tear through him like paper. It's never the in-between. That's at least how it feels. We'll see what they can do with him here. He does have the nice stun on range, so if you can find the Vala, like you said, for the Liming setup, you have Anduin follow. So a sturdy tank. You can like weave in and out of combat a lot if you can get that trait going. So you don't need to stress your healer to get you back into fighting shape. a daily beard routine. I fix it up like once a week. That's it. Go to the barber if you can afford it. It's really worth it. Cassia together with Rhaegar removed here. And Jimmy Raynor next to Vala, so double auto attacker. What do you make of that?
I mean, it could be. When you, of course, have Exterminated, might go Q build Vala, so you just raise down the bosses, possibly.
Yeah.
Also very strong into defending the cavalry units, so it's quite understandable to pick that up. You missed the mage, which you usually have, but it doesn't matter too much, I believe, because mages also are not the best at clearing the camp or taking one of the sidelines.
Yeah, Jimmy is quite good for one of these weird off lanes. He's likely to play to maybe Sylvanas or Li Ming there. It is weird to see like this just straight up double range, double auto attacker. They will lack a bit of burst with this, and bursty damage is usually what kills a Murden, for example. I don't know, like you have brought up some good points that they are a lot better at racing, like killing down an objective, killing a boss. Like they can do the camp. I don't know alone, but with some help, they don't have any mana issues doing the camp.
And we got the next two picks from InPanic with the Dehaka and the Sylvanas coming in, and I'm gonna bet for B. I'm sorry. Cause in, yeah, it's a very, very good Dehaka game, I have to say.
It is. I don't use beard oil. I would appreciate some nicer language, but you know, just take it cool. We're trying to have a good time here. Yeah, we have Facepalm Tacticians versus InPanic here on Alternate Pass, the third game, and I think we have two pretty good lineups. Nothing too fancy, but just solid picks all around. So let's have at it. In the blue, on the left, it's gonna be team Facepalm Tacticians with Vidra on the Vala, Jack Sully on ETC, WS Dragon on Sonya, Black Milk on Malf, and Steppenwolf on Jimmy Raynor.
And to the right side, we've got InPanic in the red. Yes, we have Firan on the Murden, Airfall Blank on his Li Ming, Mr. Hyde on Anduin, Nanami on Sylvanas, and last but not least, it's Smart Jesse on the Dehaka.
Yeah. So a bit more even distribution on CC in this game, I would say. We have ETC, Malf, Sonya, and Murden, Anduin, and Dehaka. It was a bit one-sided last game, I would say. 5-man mid-commitment here by InPanic. Sonya is already instantly going to top. Dehaka would really like this essence, and he's kind of waiting around here to get it for his team to pick it up. It doesn't go super quick. He's kind of have to sacrificing some, but you know.
Dehaka's tissue regeneration, they got the double globe in the mid lane, which is very good for him because this wave already has 20 essence, even up to 30 with the minion wave.
Yeah. Pretty good, like, kind of the standard offlane talent, I would say. You just get so much help from it. It's really good. Lets you trade a lot, and it's kind of how you can leverage your comparatively worse damage output into other offlaners. Nice early camp here by InPanic. Slightly ahead of the other team with Anduin and Sylv dealing with this. Uses the trait to get going there, but it should be just fine. Dehaka getting a bit run down on top, uses the tap. And Jimmy versus Li Ming here in the bottom is really bad for Li Ming, actually. If that Q had hit, she would have been in auto-attack range to kill her off. So Steppenwolf doing a good job here, bullying his off-lane buddy, as it were.
Yeah, and normally in those in this laning phase, you want to have Dehaka in the bottom because of the objectives are on the top side of the map, so you can burrow in on the objective spawn at the bottom for as long as possible. But in this case, it's also not too bad because he's also struggling a lot into the Rainer. So it's actually fine to leave him top because he can indeed do something against Sonya after level 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Aggressive push here in from Facepalm Tacticians, with Sonya coming in to help out that push. She had already cleared out her top lane and kinda just gets to do something with her time, right? You get the good rotation going and that's how you can make small advantages happen. I think that's a mark of a good offlaner. You realize that, oh, you have time, you can do something else, and that time can be very valuable.
Well, the force picked up by both teams already. We see the Cubo from Vala coming in, as we said before, and we see Exterminator. So it can be really that they mainly try to focus onto rushing down bosses and camps in general.
Yeah. So
This bottom also with the Exterminator has a lot of wave clear. Easily out clears the limit there.
Yeah. So neither team cares about the objective. They want the camp instead, which I kind of agree with, honestly. It's a source of XP on the map that you kind of need to take. If you don't, you're going to be behind your opponent. Jimmy has done a lot of damage to this wall already. Like, look at this. Liming kind of struggling there. Now moving into mid lane still doesn't want to deal with that stuff. This is Jimmy, and can take double tower here. Nice little XP boost again for their team. They have a small timing window now to go in on the objective point, but I think they just want to clear out the middle lane here first. Slight bump from ETC to get them all away from that mid lane. Yeah, big push in here, nice route, but no real damage follow.
Now we see a little bit of a push in the mid lane, trying to get some more damage onto the wall there. But Ming is not coming in from the bottom. Big damage onto the Vala. He's dropping down to 30% HP with just one Liming combo.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Jimmy is working on the bottom. He's about to get down.
Jimmy laner, oh, he heard the rotation coming. Someone called him on time, and he actually gonna get out there. Good done, good job, well done. As Jimmy's actually an extra offlaner here, unlike the Li Ming, who just kind of has to hold the lane and hope. And the camp is being picked up here. The Hackers tries to take it back, but there's way too many people there for him to do that safely right now.
In the meantime, we see the top lane now.
Big route though.
Jimmy is still in the bottom, so this is a 5v4 in favor for InPanic. So they have those minions from the objective around them to help them.
Yeah.
Part of that now will probably join his team, I guess, or take the siege camp. It's up again for both.
Oh, we'll see. That pawn thing looks like... Ah, no, okay, it's gonna be a team. Nice drag there though, onto the ETC, and down he goes. Able to pick him out there out of the lane. Really good move here from the Haka. The drag is... doesn't get enough respect somehow. Just, oh, it's just the Haka, what can he do? And then you get drugged and then you get just killed by a lot of CC. So nice little move, and actually first blood here in the game after 5.5 minutes or so.
%40 of Vitra's games involve an enemy Vala ban, and 40% involve Vitra taking Vala.
Yeah?
What about the other 20%?
I guess they play something else. That's the only thing I can conclude, unless the math is off, and in which case, well, unlucky.
It's just quite interesting because we saw in the first 2 games Vala being completely ignored by both teams in both drafts. And InPanic now falling back, knowing they're behind in experience still, even though they got the kill.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check where that XP comes from. It's a lot of minion XP. They have 3k less than their opponents right now.
That was mainly because of also the Reyna being in the bottom for just ages and pushing down and sieging down the wall. Also, they look at structures.
Yeah, true. So that looks like Facepalm Tacticians are just gonna be able to pick this up. Oh, not quite. Li Ming channels a little bit longer, and a little bit longer, a little bit longer. Okay, they actually gonna convert it here. Very close though. Stun on the ETC. Slide in. Wailing Arrow hits the front line. Avatar onto... Oh, the Haka with the bomb. Burrows, Essence is not used quite yet there. Oh, Sylph goes down from Jimmy. Mosh pit.
Mosh pit. Adaptation coming in from the Akka, by the way, so make he's staying alive.
Yeah, big fight there though with Facepalm Tacticians getting a kill and confirming the point for themselves eventually. They lost a little bit of value here mid, but they're gonna be fine. Still, this is a good win for them. The cavalry is coming, so all three lanes pushing out here for the team in blue. And InPanic needs them out to comeback and a defense.
See, in the top lane, Sonya is in trouble as Daka is coming in. Will he hit the drag? No, he does not. That means she is out. But we also have no the rain up here in top lane. So is Murray and Anduin. So looking. Oh, there's Raft Berserker popped. There's one problem you have to be careful with Sonya. You're not allowed to go into the forward range and just spin around, because then you get focused and then drag and you get killed.
Yeah, pretty much. So in the bottom they had Vala, ETC and Malf. They killed off the fort here with the help of the cavalry. So they're gonna get even more value. They continue what Jimmy had started there in the early game. Now grouping up in the middle here with InPanic kind of on the back foot. Soap still has to clear this this cavalry officer with the Haka again against Sonya in top lane. Here are some talents. As I will show you, we see Hyperion, Wrath, Twilight Dream, Mosh Pit, and Rain of Vengeance. And then Avatar, Wave of Force, Light Bomb, Wailing Arrow, and Adaptation. I would say Adaptation is the most off-meta one, but it's still a pretty good talent. They're being in big trouble. Twilight Dream is going to be enough. Oh, it is! The Moonfire confirms the kill, and down she goes. 1-0 here, with InPanic struggling a bit there in the mid lane to get away. Oh, Sylv barely gets away from the bolt, but down she goes anyway. Uses an ult as well. Very unfortunate there, trying to save herself. A bit of panic, perhaps.
Faith was also used there by Anduin.
Yeah. Oh, nice root there. Malf is kind of killing people left and right with these. Jack Solday tanking the fort. Very close, but not quite.
Meantime, in the top lane, we have Sonya trying to run down the fort. The Akka is there now with the tongue. Taking some serious damage there, though.
Yeah. Oh, our observer has left the game. I think that's probably fine. We're certainly not in the position to pause regardless.
And it's coming in, try and get the top fort. Finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
The Akka is looking at him.
I think this fort is gonna fall regardless. It's gonna be kind of tough to do anything about it. Sylvanas has to solo this camp, which is gonna be risky. There's a boss bait or attempt or something. Oh, interrupted Mosh Pit wind up. Really well done there by Firan. The Haka here coming in onto the ETC. Wants to find something. Not quite gonna have it though. I'm not sure how they ended up in that choke there in the bottom, but close move. It could have been a very devastating Mosh Pit, but interrupted there by Murden. They're just gonna try to do this boss again. Very aggressive here with the Vala. They have a lot of people here. They have Sylvan in the mid lane. Surely they... Yeah, something's up. Going for the Malf here. Stun misses though. Murden now in a bit of trouble perhaps. No root though. Dragon ETC. Can they get a kill?
There's the Sun from the Rain of Vengeance. Now Reyna joining his team as well. The only one not here out of 10 players is the Zone in the mid lane right now. Big Mark onto 3, but there's the light from coming in. The Ark is first one to go down. And Merlin is now on the run in this 4v5 fight. It's going good for Facepalm Tacticians, and now Merlin is going to fall as well. 2-0, make it through as Sonya comes in from the side and is able to finish off the Sylvanas.
Yeah, no, the boss they wanted all along, it's gonna be theirs. Really nice play here by Facepalm Tacticians. Pulling their whole team down there, like baiting and baiting and baiting. Is come at us, come at us, come at us. And eventually they did, and they kind of killed them after they tried to. So nice, nice little maneuver here from the team in blue, and the map is now very much in their favor. 6-1 in kills as well. XP is looking good. Levels are great. talents coming in, so they have a good grip on this game so far.
Yeah, 3-level lead so far in favor for the blue team. Which is a very strong and 5 kills ahead in the minions experience we saw early on. Boss is about to be defended. Vala is going towards the top lane and is now looking at the boss. Or is she?
Yes, she is. With Sonya's help, they could probably have done it. They're gonna get this thing anyway. Oh, Vala's just gonna be doing a boss, no big deal.
I mean, she has the auto-attack healing, right? So she could do it in theory. If she would have went for the spell power on 16, she would have also been able to just raise it down way faster on her own.
Yeah, that's a really sneaky play here. Vidra showing why Vala is a favorite of theirs. So they're not gonna have a boss and cavalry push in top lane. That's really lethal. The keep is very much at risk. Whether they actually end the game here, I can't tell, but this is gonna be really, really spooky for InPanic. So they're mounting a defense. A lot of poke coming in here, Liming with the damage, Merlin on the front line. Savannah's there as well, trying to deal some damage. The cavalry officer is dying, but so is their wall. Keep is coming up next, and now the boss is here as well. That's so much stuff in the way here. Merlin has to jump out. Pooped away. Sonya in the front line looking for Sylvanas there. Tanks most of the keep. And
Lost her ref already. Nanami on a very bad spot.
Oh, the
There's a
mosh
big
pit.
one coming in.
nice interrupt though, but not quite enough. This might just be the game here, even though they only have one keep down. 40 armor on this core. Sonya spinning to win. Another rat coming up. Liming is out of the fight. Merlin's now there in alone, trying to make something happen. Juking away, tanking as much damage as he can to take it away from the boss. 10k, 9k. It's coming in. Can they turn this? It's gonna be close. Oh,
Ming gets a reset. She could do it.
the boss is so low here. 2k, 1k, 700, and down it goes. GG here with a death push in top lane from Facepalm Tacticians. Wow, what an ending.
Very well done. Yeah, it's one of the things you see sometimes on Ultra Pass. This is very hard call because you only have one keep down, and then going for the core is really dangerous. Because the
Yeah.
core is still having those 40 armor, so he takes way less damage compared to normal. And also it's Ultra Pass, so the core regenerates its health over time slowly himself. So if you fail this attempt, the core is back up to 100%, and you only got the keep out of it. So it's a really, really tough call from time to time to
Yeah.
make. But
Yeah.
yeah, they did it.
They did. It was super impressive. Vala just... it's fine, I can solo this boss for long enough. Holds his aggroed while the rest of the team confirms the cavalry charge. So yeah, Facepalm Tacticians, congratulations. They go forward in the playoffs. They're going to be playing later on. I'm not going to say a time because I'm not sure when that might be. It's just going to be whenever teams are done. The next games are going to happen. So, coming up next, we have Fyrum and Are versus Britwing. And on the other channel, there's going to be Just Cause versus Beehive. Karis and Josh are going to be casting that. So, we're going to reset this layout. We're going to be back in just a moment, and hopefully we have a draft ready for you very soon. So, stick around for more Heroes Lounge Rare Cup action.